Ellie Boo Boo. I'm here for my letter.
Yes, welcome, Your Excellency. My, that Hilseti is really reliable. He delivered my message so quickly. Here it is. I was out giving the younger shroomlings their dance lesson the other day when I spotted this letter on the table.
There's no contact info on the envelope, just Nikki's name. Whoever sent this sure is secretive.
I know, right? I was worried that this might be something important, so I knew I had to get in touch with you straight away.
Oh, I see. Thank you for holding on to it for me, Ellie Boo Boo. I'll take a look at it now. It's an invitation to Perfect Idol Champion Celebration, signed by Rococo.
Champion? Wow! Rococo's really improved a lot since we last saw each other.
Oh, I see. Rococo must have written the letter. I heard she joined a show not long ago. It's been a long time since I last saw her. Speaking of which, that huge standee of hers by the Rococo stage, it's been missing for quite some time now.
Perfect Idol. Is that the name of the show? The letter said she won, and she wanted Momo and me to come celebrate with her.
I'm not sure, to be honest, but knowing Rococo, I'm not surprised to hear that she was crowned the champion. Wait a second. Why wasn't I invited?
Maybe your invite's still on its way? Listen, why don't you just join us? There's nothing here that says we can't bring a +1.
Right. You can come with us, Ellie Boo Boo.
Thank you both so much. You're right, my invitation must still be on its way. I'll wait a little longer, just in case. Besides, I still need to give the little ones their dance lesson. I should be finished here by the time my invitation arrives. I'll join you at the celebration then.
Okay. See you at the celebration.
What is up, y'all? This is the Tarot Tea Table Celerity Clarity. Some of y'all may remember me as the Apot Green, whichever you prefer. It honestly doesn't matter to me. Nonetheless, welcome back to another episode of the Tarot Tea Table, where we go ahead and spill some tea on what's going on in your life with, energies around you, just preparing you for what you need as you take these next steps, okay? Because I did see 1, 2, 3 a couple of times, and so I do see that as like a sequential number, so step by step, new kids on the block, blah, 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 we'll get into it. Okay, so I do want to talk about this. I feel like right now, y'all are kind of in this Snow White energy. Okay, and what I mean by that is you're essentially going to be finding your bubble, your seclusion, your sanctuary. And if you're partnered, awesome. Like, you're going to be riding off into the sunset with this person. And it's going to feel so refreshing. And it's going to feel like you can finally breathe. Okay, like you know that you will have the privacy you need. You know that you'll have the space that you need in order to thrive. You'll know that you'll be able to just do all kinds of stuff, okay? Like, I'm getting some of y'all may even be looking to live off the grid, or maybe, maybe you're gonna homestead. Maybe you are just looking for a property that is out of the way from a ton of other houses so that you can essentially just spend some time to yourselves and not worry about people peeking in, which I don't blame you. So I think that's awesome. I feel like it's definitely that Snow White energy. It's I also channeled I had to find the song because it is so hard for me to remember all of these titles. Like, Lana Del Rey titles are hard to remember sometimes. White Feather Hawk Tail, which is talking about her husband's hair. Deer Hunter, which is talking about what her husband does. So again, y'all may be like homesteading. Some of y'all may even be like learning how to hunt, and like you're literally just living off the land. I had just heard that whatever you take from the land, give back, and the land will always give back to you. And it'll just be this like reciprocal energy. So bear that in mind if that is the case. Or, you know, maybe you decide to hunt once a year to have, you know, venison or veal or elk or what have you. With that, just, you know, take into precaution what could happen. I know y'all are very smart and you know what you're doing. So if you are homesteading, just do a lot of research. I'm sure you already are, and just be careful. All right. But yeah, some of y'all might even be getting into hunting. I'm getting like crossbows and like bows and arrows, or maybe like you are using a gun or something. I don't know. I don't know your life. Okay, so the angel numbers that we have today are 1111, 222, 333, 555, 717, and that's going to be combined with 1717 because I also saw 1717. So with 1111, we know that is related to the sun. Excuse me. So Leo domicile, Aquarius detriment, Aries exalt, and Libra fall. Y'all are realizing that right now, it is essentially time to shit or get off the pot. And what I mean by that is the divine have brought you your new chapter, and if you're not going to take action toward it, that's a decision in itself. But nonetheless, you will more than likely regret that decision in the future. If you do not, you know, take action toward it, you will be living with regrets and what ifs. So I feel like there is a lot of fear surrounding this new beginning because it's not necessarily something that you had envisioned, and it's not necessarily something that you thought would be happening so quickly. But it almost feels like it's being handed to you. And so with the divine handing this to you, and I feel like, you know, last reading we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups to remind you, and we even had the Magician to remind you of how easy it is for you, and, you know, if you are partnered, for your partner to manifest. And I feel like the divine are trying to remind you of that, and I almost feel like despite that, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you should definitely take it. With that, I had channeled Happiness is a Butterfly by Lana Del Rey. Specifically the lyrics, Happiness is a Butterfly. Try to catch that shit like every night. I think that's the lyrics. But it's essentially talking about how happiness can be a fleeting thing. Okay, like we are presented with these chances, and almost like a butterfly, you know, having a chance encounter with a butterfly or a butterfly landing on you, you know, things like that. I feel like, yeah, there are multiple chances out there, but each one is unique, and it's important to not always just be saying no to everything. Don't be a yes person, but don't say no to everything that comes your way out of fear, because you will live with a lot of regret. And, you know, we don't get anywhere by just sheltering ourselves. Does that make sense? You can expect evolution in regards to your finances right now, okay? Promotion, paid relocation, a job offer, job security, the works. Okay, like you are about to be taken care of in some way or another, whether it is like through work like this, or maybe you do have a homestead and you're finally seeing the fruits of your labor. I feel like every situation is different. Just put it where it fits. So I feel like all four of these want to work their way towards you and your person. Okay? The promotion, paid relocation, job offer, job security, and again, if not, like if you're an entrepreneur, awesome, put it where it fits. You're seeing the fruits of your labor. All right. If you have invested in any stocks, if you play the stock market, expect a possible crash coming soon. Not like a mega crash, but expect a hefty plummet. With that, this is a really good time to buy more stocks if you haven't already. Watch the candles. I feel like you seem to stick out like a sore thumb. This is, moving on. I feel like you seem to stick out like a sore thumb no matter where you go. You may often get asked questions about your origins. If not, people just assume that you're not from their area. Okay? Like, I feel like you are often asked, like, are y'all from here? Like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. What's that accent from? Like, even if you don't feel like you have an accent, like, people can tell that you're not necessarily from there, especially if you're going to another state, another country, etc., even another city. Some cities have their own accents too, okay? Put it where it fits, different regions, different scenarios. I feel like you definitely have foreign vibes about you though, even if that's not necessarily the case. Even if you are from the region of which they're questioning if you're from or not, I feel like you still have that foreigner vibe about you, and people are just very curious about you. Layering onto that, I feel like you sow seeds of curiosity of which others try to guess your cultural and ethnic background. I feel like this is something that happens often. Y'all either get a very, I almost feel like you radiate like this exotic beauty, or it's the opposite of the spectrum, in which you may represent the archetype of girl next door, guy next door. And I feel like with that, if you do resonate with the girl next door, guy next door, like you just look very inviting and very trustworthy. And I don't know. Either way, people love it. And honestly, I feel like maybe someone here has roots specifically in Asia, Italy. I don't know. I saw 123 on my way to this Airbnb, and I had also channeled Step by Step by New Kids on the Block. This is your first step towards your new beginnings. You've barely gotten your toes wet. Okay, like you dipped a toe in. You see the water is kind of nice and you're ready to kind of wade in there, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily ready to take the plunge. But now is the time to take the plunge. You're ready. You may not feel ready, but you are ready. Let's see. But yeah, y'all have definitely gotten a taste of this new life, and it's not, just a new beginning for you. I'm getting this is like an entire new chapter. Maybe even an entire new book in terms of books of life for you. Okay? Like, I feel like this is just a major change that you were not at all expecting. I had channeled the song Awaken by Big Wild. I was gonna say Big Child. So maybe y'all are exploring your, I don't necessarily feel inner child. I feel like y'all are kind of working with your inner teenager right now. And that in itself is a doozy, because working with the inner angry teenager, it's like there are emotions there that have been like transmuted into anger. And it can be so hard to untangle, and it's a doozy. So if you are, if you've already, awakened your inner child, but now you're working on awakening your inner teenager, congratulations. Next step. It's a doozy, but you got this. Okay. I also channeled from that song, Awaken by Big Wild, the lyrics, Find Your Way Home. Y'all are going through an awakening and realizing while you may be currently coded into this matrix, the real world, the 3D, you absolutely can manifest, materialize, conjure through prayer, what have you. All beliefs are welcome here. The very life that you want, okay? Because you are doing the work. You're doing the inner and the outer work. You're doing the damn thing. You're doing your best to not only just be self-focused, but to help those who you feel really need it. Y'all are doing the damn thing. I feel like y'all have this hunger or this drive for life, which you are essentially undefeated. Some of y'all may like that clothing brand, Undefeated. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think that was the fridge. Nonetheless, you're unstoppable and you will bulldoze through any obstacle that comes your way. Like, you don't give no fucks about any obstacle. Like, you're almost like welcoming the challenge at this point. Like, I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would, I almost said. So maybe like you are dealing with some witchy bitches, and that ain't none of my business, but I feel like y'all are just in that era. You're willing to bulldoze through these obstacles, and whether male, female, however you identify, energy is fluid, y'all, okay? I always say this. He could be a she could be a he, they could be a they. I could pull a King of Swords and be talking about your Aunt Marjorie. Please put the energy where it fits. And please know that all of us, every single one of us, have both masculine and feminine energy within. And we see this displayed daily. And there are ways to reclaim your masculine energy. And I feel like doing so through healing is one of the manliest things you could ever do. So if you're working on that, bravo. Anywho, I feel like, whether male, female, whatever you identify as, you carry the determined auras of Eren Yeager, and he's from Attack on Titan. I love that show. I love anime. We're gonna highlight that. I've been so bad about highlighting lately. Or Asta from Black Clover, and that's another anime. Oh, let me highlight that too. But the mal de ojo, the curses, the hexes, what have you, even if they affect you, they never stop you from completing your mission here in the 3D. That is why you were sent on this mission, because whether you pray to, whoever you pray to, whether you pray to, a figure out there, or you're just conjuring the spirit from yourself, and you're, doing the damn thing. I feel like y'all are simply going about completing your mission here in the 3D, and that is commendable for even knowing how to do that. I feel like that is why you were sent on this mission, because whether, whatever you pray to knew you were strong enough to muscle through this. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. can't. But whatever you pray to, whomever you pray to, even you, if it's talking about you, like, you knew you were strong enough to do this, and you chose this mission here. Like, you knew you could get through this shit. You knew you could power through it. And like I said, right now you're just in this energy of like, I wish a bitch would. Whether that's like, you know, an actual witch bitch, or it's just, you know, lifing. And, you know, maybe if you like are spiritual in the sense of like, you know, I guess you believe in God and the devil. With that, you know, the devil is out here doing devilish things, and so you have to combat that. So I feel like you just carry this willpower, this determination, and you know how to muscle through this both figuratively and physically and spiritually. It's like you're the trifecta. Y'all have been through the ringer too. Like, I'm not getting that it's been easy fucking peasy out here. And though people assume it has been because, you know, you look like you're doing okay, you know, you're not like fucking, you know, stuck down in the slums necessarily. And if you are, you're not going to be there for long. Like, I'm feeling like legit like rags to riches. Like Cinderella, Snow White, put it where it fits. Y'all, just wait. You have been through the ringer, but I'm hearing I didn't hear the bell yet. And so y'all have been incredibly strong, okay? And it's admirable. You are great at transmuting your pain, your grief, your anger, etc. And you know how to essentially conjure this fuel to keep going. I had channeled the song Far Alone by G-Eazy. Specifically the lyrics, they used to tell me I'd never get too far alone. They used to always say I'd never make it too far alone, but now I'm here, bitch. Y'all, you and your partner know the struggle. You've been down and out. You've cried multiple times. You've cried yourselves to sleep. You've gone to sleep hungry. You have been homeless. You have been in addiction. And y'all took these lessons. You took these losses and created major gains from them. You manifested this. You and your partner, y'all manifested it. Given that, as you both go through this ascension, remember to be gentle with one another. Okay, like all this fiery energy can make you both snappy. And I'm getting like y'all might not be feeling too amazing, like physically either. Like maybe you're feeling kind of sick in some way, like maybe you're congested, maybe, you know, like me, like your throat's got some shit going on. I don't know. But just reel it in and know that this energy of snappiness and, you know, the ascension symptoms that you're feeling, they will dissipate. Being that we have all of this muscle talk, many of y'all are on a fitness journey. Good for you. That's actually pretty awesome. Others of you are already incredibly fit. Nonetheless, get ready to be super duper active now. I'm getting y'all are going to be hiking, biking, river rafting, tobogganing. I don't even know what a toboggan is, but it sounded cool. Kayaking, nature walks. You know, and for others of you, you're going on foraging adventures, or maybe again you're hunting, but you're about to get really, really active. I'm getting a few people here have been working out less, and despite still seeing results, you are worried that it's not enough. those outdoorsy activities that you're about to be embarking on, your pets, your children, your partner, you will be happy that you have more time for them, but not only that, they are going to keep you on your toes and they're going to keep you active. Like, please try not to worry about putting so much energy into a workout. Maybe do a shorter workout, do a little bit of yoga, do some breath work, and then go on about your way. And try not to shame yourself if you're, maybe doing a little less than you used to do at the gym, because you're about to be doing a ton of outdoor activity, okay? The sun is out. The birds are fucking singing. I'm ready. Y'all are ready. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, you'll still see the results. Don't worry. All right, moving on to 222. So we have the moon, Cancer domicile, Capricorn detriment, Taurus exalt, Scorpio fall. With that, I heard she's beauty and she's grace. She'll punch you in the face. And with that, I got visions of, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Miss Congeniality. I will tag it in the description, but I love that movie. But I channeled Gracie Lou Freebush, who's played by Sandra Bullock. And okay, so she played as an FBI agent going undercover in a Miss America pageant, but yet as a heavily influenced, self-proclaimed feminist. Okay? Like, heavily influenced by, like, those who hate women too. Like, those feminists that are, like, kind of misogynistic and they don't even realize it. The feminine qualities required for her mission essentially become a punchline of jokes for others in her squad. Okay, and like the others in her squad were men. Like, she was surrounded by men. And thus this gave her flashbacks of when she was young and had a crush on a boy, but he disliked her and rejected her because she saved him from getting bullied. Which is ridiculous. But in his eyes, it infringed on his masculinity and, like, made him look weak. And so, like, he immediately wanted to take her down a peg. And it really warped her thinking in terms of, like, relationships and, like, how to see herself as, a woman and just feminine energy in general, okay? Like, whatever you identify as, this new chapter is going to help heal the wounds against femininity and your own feminine energy, okay? With that, I also channeled Coraline. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie. It's insane. But her relationship with Other Mother in particular. I'm getting many of y'all are working through pain stemming from mother wounds, okay? Or feminine mentor wounds, specifically codependency or enmeshment. I'm also getting that the feminine mentors and caretakers in your life left you very confused when it comes to how other feminine energies should operate. I feel here the spirit of the Black Widow is present. I'm gonna highlight Black Widow. Not only within you, but within the feminines that y'all interact with. And I'm also getting that many allowed the spirit of the Black Widow to rule them and their shadow. And with that, I channeled Black Widow in this moment, just now. So I'm going to write this down. Black Widow. In this moment. If y'all get a chance to listen to that, it goes hard. It's a good one. Maria Brink, great job. Okay. But, like, I'm getting that many allowed the spirit of the Black Widow to essentially rule them, right? And their shadow. So they could display traits of competition, femcel energy, pick-me energy, jealousy and envy, using their physical attributes to actively manipulate others, wanting to get other women out of the way, just stuff like that. Lots of pick-me energy primarily. We've all been there in one way or another, though, okay? I'm getting that y'all are in this space of, I send my best wishes your way, but I feel that I have outgrown this situation. You're ready to let go. I had channeled Omen by Disclosure, featuring Sam Smith. Specifically, the lyrics, "My mind would rule my heart. I didn't pay attention to the light in the dark. It left me torn apart, but now I see your tears as an omen." It may be a period of time in which you're letting go of what is left of winter, okay? So the individuals, places, things that you've been clinging to. Everything that's left over that you need to release. Of course it's painful, and of course you are yearning for what's familiar. But, as we said last week, it's time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. With that, I channeled Dancing in the Moonlight by King Harvest. Right now, I want you to trust that behind the curtain, supernatural delight is being forged from the stars and the moon. You may feel like you're in the dark often, but trust the divine is pulling some strings to ensure that you get your sanctuary, whatever that looks like for you. Here's a little reminder. Things may not always go exactly as you want, and it's not because you're undeserving, okay? Like, get that out of your head. But rather, you are being protected from what is not meant for you. Pay attention. You just might notice the silver linings or the blessings in disguise that come in and replace it, okay? Replace what you originally wanted. And not only that, like surpass what you originally wanted. So if things aren't going exactly how you planned, that is okay. Just kind of try and go with the flow. That is really important. Surrender to the divine right now. I feel y'all are doing more self-reflection when it comes to the roles that you may have played in these situations. You've been struggling with, I feel like, again, those witch bitches, the whole parental figure energy, the mentors, the caretakers. I feel like there's just a lot of maudne ojo around you. And so you could really benefit from doing more cleansing, doing more cord cutting, releasing. Sometimes we're not depressed. Sometimes the environment is just really shitty. And it brings out parts of us that we didn't know were there. And we have to learn how to take care of those parts. And it can be hard. Last week I saw 2 coyotes at our Airbnb. Both my fiance and I saw them. He pointed them out to me and I was like, holy shit. But yeah, coyotes can symbolize cunning, trickster energy, learning lessons the hard way, upheavals and unexpected uprooting or major life changes, fun, and of course paradoxical events or methods. I feel like y'all may be realizing the paradoxical thinking of the world right now and how things are being preached, but once you follow that path of, whatever the fuck they're preaching or whatever they're trying to sell you, the right path, as they say, like, it fucks you over. With that, I channeled a letter from Janelle by Chiodos, which talks of the paradox of wanting to be themselves. but they're insecure and they feel they cannot be accepted for who they are. And so they don a mask everyone wants to see. Ask yourself, am I still donning a mask? What do I enjoy about others who are in their authenticity? Which of those traits do I already carry? With that, to layer onto that, I just got this right now, but you can ask yourself, what about others' authenticity actually irks me? And how many of those traits do I have? Why does it irk me? I feel like that is really important right now. When you figure out, those traits, definitely look through it. Maybe highlight the good traits within yourself, embrace them, and eventually you will not only be more accepting of yourself over time, but more willing to just be who you are at your core, and more willing to be a little more gentle on yourself and have more compassion towards yourself in terms of any flaws or, any perceived flaws of others. And that's not to say that there aren't good judgments of other people, because there are. Good judgments meaning like, I see that person is over there killing people, I'm not going to associate with them. That's a good judgment. Okay. With that, I channeled Feel My Hunger from the House Archives, and this song is just like, it's a bop. It's a bop. Despite how you may feel about others and how others may feel about you, many seem to see your lust for life and enjoy living vicariously through it. You seem to have a life of luxury almost, and jet setting, and it legit does kind of look like things just fall into your lap, okay? Ugh. Some are fascinated with this, while those who are less emotionally mature, again, I'm getting this is primarily feminine energy, but it can be coming from anyone acting out of unhealed feminine energy. I am seeing that they act out via relational aggression primarily, and they really want to take you down a peg. With that, I wanted to tag the video Toxic Mothers and the Impact on Daughters. And that is from Patrick Tian, and he's a licensed social worker. I will link that video down below, but it'll kind of like help you unpack a lot of this relational aggression that you see and that you've experienced and that you may unknowingly be putting out there. Okay, moving on. 333. So we know 3 is related to Jupiter, so Sagittarius and Pisces domicile, Cancer exalts, Gemini and Virgo detriment, Capricorn fall. And yes, okay, y'all could have your own reality show. Like, with all this shit going on, like, we're going to be even talking about, like, more crazy stuff. Like, honestly, I'm just here to validate y'all. You do whatever the fuck you want with this information. Do whatever you want. But I'm just here to validate you and give you the tools to grow from the situation as well as change the situation, because we can't change people. So you can change your situation. That's all I'm here for. Okay, I feel like y'all are living that lucky girl life, that lucky boy life, and you could literally have your own reality show with like the way people react to it. Because like otherwise, like I feel like if you tell people like this is what this person did to me, if someone's like, hey, so and so said that you did this and this and this and this, and you're like, okay, like, first of all, I did not do that. That person did that to me. But it's like, I feel like at this point, it doesn't even matter to you. Like, you're not going to keep explaining yourself. You are just going to live your fucking life. Okay. I feel like a lot of people are simply entertained with watching your life too. Like, it just, you can see that you have lucky boy syndrome, lucky girl syndrome. You're going to be, if not already, in the energy of receiving. Like, I'm getting, just like last week, like, I feel like y'all can be an emperor energy, put it wherever it fits, but empress energy, receiving, ready, just willing, like, let's go, let's get it. And I feel like with the whole feminine energy, in which, you know, you have to think about the toxic feminines around you, I feel like with that, they could totally be included in the reality show too, and people would probably be entertained by them, and they'd get their whole moment, and everybody would be happy, I guess. I feel like you are absolutely stunning, especially when you're happy, and people love to see you smile. I feel like y'all are adopting a whole new wardrobe. I'm seeing like flowy blouses and skirts and dresses, but on top of that, like, I feel like y'all are going to experiment with your dark feminine energy. And so you could resonate with characters such as Jessica Rabbit, Betty Boop, or even personas such as Marilyn Monroe, Dita Von Teese, Jane Russell, Betty Page, even Audrey Hepburn, who, you know, if you've ever seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, I feel like she embodied black cat feminine energy. So I feel like y'all are definitely exploring this dark feminine, dark masculine energy within you. You have this aura that you can turn on and off, and it can encapsulate and captivate entire rooms of people. Y'all use this with discretion, please. Others really enjoy collaborating and working with you. Like, this is like some like Three of Pentacles energy, okay? You bring a light to the office or even to Zoom meetings that, like, you may not even realize. You're the palate cleanser after a cruel customer. You are the huge help, and you're the one who's willing to train others while maintaining the utmost patience and kindness. I feel like your colleagues and your subordinates are just grateful that they get to interact with you, and I feel like that's because many of us in general have, you know, had terrible bosses, terrible coworkers, terrible colleagues, terrible pupils, and it's hard. It's hard. Like, a lot of people just do not care how they interact with others, and a lot of them just don't have, you know, a filter. And that's not to say that, like, they shouldn't be authentic, but it's like the whole do whatever the fuck you want as long as you don't harm anybody or anything, right? Like, do no harm, take no shit. All right. I feel like you bring so much positivity to others' lives, and that speaks volumes. So to increase this feeling within yourself and to bring that positivity more so towards yourself as well, so that you're not just, you know, continuously pouring to everybody else and not pouring back into yourself. And to also better understand your inner light, okay? I feel like you should get yourself some lemon, or also known as citron, chrysoprase. This will bring in more joy, and I'm actually going to highlight that so that, like, I know to put that in the description so that y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Lemon or citron chrysoprase. But it brings in more joy during these harder moments of growth. It helps with a ton of emotional release and resilience, almost like a crystal antidepressant. You will also be more susceptible to copious amounts of luck and self-confidence, and it's linked to the sacral chakra, so it aids with creative blocks. Y'all, these creative blocks that you have been experiencing are being lifted. Here's a little hint. Sit with your emotions and then create. Just see what comes from sitting with your emotions. Some of y'all honestly just need to get laid. I don't know. I don't know your life. But I had channeled Sativa by Janae Aiko and Ray Schremer. But it really doesn't need to be all that complicated. Like your sacral chakra could totally, use a little bit of play. That ain't none of my business. I feel like y'all need to have a little fun and let loose. Like, explore your inner dark feminine, dark masculine energy. Okay? Y'all may be getting some free wine. You may be getting free drinks at the bar. Like, you may be getting, like, I don't know, extra sales for other self-care items. Like, whatever it is, enjoy. Enjoy all of this stuff coming your way because it's pretty fucking cool. With that, I feel like y'all are very classy and you're seductive as fuck. So embrace your sultry vibes, and if I had to pick out an archetype, it would kind of be like a mix between the siren and the muse. And maybe if like you do like enjoy like metaphysical things and you're into divination, maybe a little bit of oracle in there for archetypes. So siren, muse, and oracle vibes. Moving on to 555. So we have Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo domicile, Sagittarius and Pisces detriment, Virgo exalt, Pisces fall. I feel like communication issues on all fronts could present themselves right now. And it's important to be aware so that you don't react and so that you understand that others might be reacting impulsively to things that might not have anything to do with you. Okay. But yeah, this could totally present itself in like your romantic partners. It could be platonically, familial ties acting out. Like, I feel like even just talking in general, it can be hard and you could be stumbling over your words, and others could be, having some similar situations. And I feel like y'all may even be having trouble just finding the words that you want to say. And you're usually really good at that. So I understand that could be frustrating too, but just know that this week, yes, you are going to have communication issues. Right now, especially during this full moon, it would be best for you to just sit with your emotions and try to create. Moving on, change is scary, but you are going to be okay. Like, realistically, you are going to be okay. And all of these wondrous events, these peaks in finances, promotions, moves or changes of residence, like everything is lining up for you. Like, it's literally aligning just for you. And I feel like it's still hard for you to believe, even though it's like right in your face. And I don't know. You know this, but logically, it's just still hard for you to believe all of these miracles are coming true. Like, believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams, because you deserve to have your dreams come true too. Okay. You already got the yes, so what more proof do you need? Like, I feel like that's the divine at you. And they're like, pack your shit, let's go. Pack your shit, let's go. I honestly, like, some of you might resonate with this. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, y'all need to man up or woman up or anything, but I heard time to nut up or shut up from Tallahassee from Zombieland. Like, my fiance has been telling himself this lately, and, like, I feel like a lot of y'all could resonate with that. Like, it is time to, like, shit or get off the pot. It's just time to go. Pack your bags, let's go. People are always going to have something to say about what you're doing. Like, it just is. Like, people are always going to talk. They're always going to have like these little gossip mills. Like, it's just how they are, okay? Especially if they don't agree with your life choices. Ooh, I didn't even highlight that. Where's my highlighter? Man. I had channeled the lyrics and let my mama tell it, bitch, I ain't living right. And that's from No Type by Ray Shrimmered. Like, let them tell it. Let them fucking talk whatever shit they gotta talk, because, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you are on this whole other plane that they, like, don't even exist within. It doesn't fucking matter. And if it gets back to you, like, who the fuck cares? If all of this gossip gets back to you, like, I understand it hurts, but this new beginning is what is going to get you away from these people who keep choosing to talk dirt and to condense you down to an individual who they feel is undeserving. And that's not right. That's not right. I feel like just because you can get down and dirty with the rest of them doesn't mean you should. Just take a deep breath and ask yourself, like, does this person even have the capacity, the emotional capacity, or the emotional resources and tools to actually have this conversation with me right now? Or are they possibly upset about something totally different and externalizing that? And in essence, this might not even matter in 10 minutes. Just proceed with caution, okay? I had channeled Shut Up by Black Eyed Peas, and I've been channeling this. Oh my gosh, like, y'all may want others to shut the fuck up right now. Like, I feel like some of y'all, like, going back to 222 and, like, the energy of the moon, like, maybe you're cycling with the moon. And I feel like maybe y'all are just a little bit grumpy because you are cycling with the moon and all that fun stuff. But y'all may want others to just shut the fuck up right now. I get it. Like, I get it. But I also feel this is the universe at y'all. What I mean by that is the universe wants you to kind of put your foot in your mouth and realize that you may regret something that you say otherwise, okay? Avoid any arguments this week. Like, table that shit for later, because right now is not the time. This week is not the time. Like, you guys are, if you are moving, or if you are, like, going on to a new squad, or you're getting a promotion, blah, 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 like, even though that is awesome, it can be stressful. And I feel like a lot of emotions could be boiling over, and it's our job to just kind of, like, table any sort of, like, arguments or disagreements or anything until these boil over so that we can approach them with a clear head. With that, I also channeled I'm a Star Everywhere We Are by Jeremy. I love that song. Now that the torch has been passed to you, ignore any 5 of Wands, competition, any competitive energy around you. You have earned this torch, okay? This is your torch, and it's up to you to keep it ablaze. The divine are happy to supply whatever you need to keep it lit, so long as you don't let others douse your flame with your own waves. Your own waves of emotion. You can control that. I know you can. I also channeled Heat Waves by Glass Animals, and I channeled the lyrics. Usually I put something on TV, so we never think about you and me, but today I see our reflections clearly in Hollywood laying on the screen. You just need a better life than this. You need something I can never give. Fake water all across the road. It's gone now. The night has come. those who are trying to ruin these big moves for you, these big moves in your life, like, they are realizing they could not, like, thwart it, nor could they ever give you what you deserve, despite them trying to force you to stay with them. The crabs in a bucket mentality. I feel like, hell, some feel you just don't even deserve it at all, and I don't want your doubt or their doubt to cloud your judgment. I feel like it's really important to remember, like, sometimes these thoughts aren't ours. Sometimes they're planted by other people. Let's go ahead and move on to 1717 and 717. So we know 1 is related to the sun, so Leo domicile, Aquarius detriment, Aries exalt, Libra fall. And then 7, that's related to Neptune, so Pisces domicile, Virgo detriment, Leo exalt, Aquarius fall. Someone is going to be telling you about their dreams with hopes that you can decipher them and bring forth any subconscious meaning. And this will be within a few days, so be prepared. Or it may have already happened, but they may need to ponder your answer. But at the same time, I feel like y'all might have unlocked the exact answer that someone needed to do some inner work themselves. Even if they don't say it, they appreciate your aid. When I typically see 717, I think of coupling or soulmates, finding one another, evolving spiritually together, okay? Those of you in a healthy partnership, I know many of y'all refer to this as divine union, okay? Like, y'all are transcending reality. You both have insane amounts of luck and blessings coming your way, and I heard the luck of the Irish. One of y'all may be Irish. Like, if male, I'm getting that you could resemble Colin Farrell, and I'm seeing darker features and a piercing gaze that could charm anyone, especially when softened. So maybe y'all look like that. I don't know. Y'all could like beanies and darker clothing. On top of that, I channeled Fantasy by Alina Baraz and the Galamathias. Someone, more than likely a partner, sees you as their fantasy, their dream person, okay? Y'all may be exploring the dark feminine, dark masculine persona, but personality-wise, like, this person observes you as adorable and bubbly. I feel like y'all are just a light in this person's life. Kind of changing subject, I also channeled Sweet Things by the Pretty Reckless. On the flip side, I feel like you have an energy out here that wants to infantilize and control you. This could totally be some issues with one's father or a father figure, okay? Think like Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, Meghan Markle, Demi Lovato, Angelina Jolie, Taylor Momsen. All of these women were exploited, neglected, and suffer a great deal of hurt at the hands of their fathers, okay? The song itself, it was written by Taylor Momsen to directly call out, showbiz and her father. For others of you, this could be in regards to a current partner or an ex treating you this way. And they're watching you. And they miss having control over you. I'm getting some older individual wanted a date in exchange for something you really needed. And this masculine energy thought it was stupid and unrealistic that you even rejected this offer, as they would have taken it in a heartbeat if they were you. I feel like it just annoys them that you have autonomy. Like, being we have been seeing the King of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse, be wary of any sort of escalation tactics on their end. I feel like they think you're straight up in La La Land and they are preying on the bubble bursting soon. Like, they hope that your bubble bursts. They wanted to shelter you like Bubble Boy, and I'm gonna highlight that. But y'all got out, or you're about to. And I'm proud of you. Oh, there's a little highlighter. Good. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump into tarot. I'm gonna pause it here real quick because I'm kind of hungry and I want coffee. So I'll be right back.
How improper.
The invitation clearly states that every attendee must abide by the celebration's dress code. Lady Rococo's champion celebration needs to be absolutely perfect.
You need to wear a big, shiny bow knot like this. I spent 10 whole hours carefully adjusting mine to make it truly shroom bright.
Every shroomling in this place is wearing one of those bow knots. It's kind of hard to tell them apart.
There must be a mistake. My invitation doesn't say anything about a dress code. I wonder why she would ask everyone to dress the exact same. How is that necessary for a perfect celebration? I wonder...
What just happened? Something just flashed by.
I didn't quite catch it either.
By the Mother Shroom, you broke the rules. This is bad.
Do excuse me, young lady, and your furry friend. Lady Rococo's champion celebration welcomes shroomlings and humans alike who hold beauty in the highest regard. However, as you can see, all attendees must follow the celebration's dress code. Please come back after you've changed into a more suitable outfit according to your invitation's instructions.
But our invitation doesn't have any rules written on it. Look.
Oh, I didn't realize. You were invited by Lady Rococo personally. Do accept my apologies.
I wish Lady Rococo
Lady Rococo herself?
I'm Avenita, the celebration's planning director. You must be rather close to Lady Rococo if she extended an invitation to you personally. Nevertheless, we still ask that you comply with our dress code to ensure all attendees have the most perfect experience imaginable at the celebration. The Shroom Charmer Makeover Center has a dedicated changing area. The staff there can help you be more celebration compliant.
Shroom Charmer. Got it. Thank you for your help. We'll head over there in a bit.
Alright, y'all, I'm back. I had myself a sausage biscuit with some syrup. I had a cookie, a little tiny Chips Ahoy cookie dipped in my coffee. I'm better. I feel a lot better, but I'm back. Let's go ahead and get into tarot. Alright, our mantra. I cloak myself in a chiffon of pink. I ask my spirit guides, ancestors, deities, angels, and Mother Nature surround me in a protective glimmer, so that I may think and so that I may shimmer. I am your oracle of the light, your seer in the dark. Please grant me that creative spark so that I may see through this confusion and stark. I am you and you are me. Voice through me these messages you wish to speak, and blessed be, and so it be like that sometimes. Okay. If it sounds a little different, it's because I had to write it down from memory because I left my mantras at home. It'd be that way, but I left them at home. All right, let's start off with tarot. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. I've got some Pete's French roast, caramel macchiato creamer again. It's good stuff. Okay. My throat feels a lot better. Like, I'm not used to talking a lot, and so I feel like when I do talk a lot, like, you can hear it. So I'm sorry that y'all had to listen to that, but we're back. All right. Probably gonna go shower and then go play with the dogs after. 9 of coins. You are about to get your 10th coin. Like, y'all, please do not ruin this for yourself. Please do not. There was one episode I saw of a long time ago of Brittany, the cosmic intuitive wifey, and she was wearing sunglasses, and she talked about how it could protect your energy when you wear sunglasses in areas in which you may find yourself amongst those who may be the cliche energy vampire. So I thought that was cool. I was just thinking about that. Okay. I want one more, actually. I want one more. Good girl, Luna. Get comfy. Good girl. Uno más, please. Por favor. Okay. That's our overall energy. Let's go ahead. Put this over here. This is also our overall energy, and the Emperor is back. So we do... Hi, Luna. Come on in. Mama's just drinking coffee. We do have the Empress and the Emperor energy vibes here, okay? Oh, I love it. Okay. Hi, beauties. The babies love the smell of the caramel macchiato, apparently. I'm sorry, baby girl, you cannot have coffee. You have so much energy already, you do not need the caffeine. Okay, for main energy, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 4 of Coins. And it's a chest. It's a treasure chest. This is your treasure trove. This is your sanctuary. Protect it. And then we have the World. We also have, instead of 1, they gave me 3. The 7 of Coins. The Queen of Coins to go with the King. So I'm going to put her right under the King. Then we have the Knight of Wands. And I'm going to pair this with the 7 of Coins. I will explain later. Okay. Or I'll just explain it now because I told you what pretty much all the cards are. Overall energy, on the other side, we have the Hanged Man, the 3 of Cups, and the Page of Coins. Like, right off the bat, oh, and the Emperor. Right off the bat, like, I am getting that y'all are about to be sitting in the lap of luxury or working on your lap of luxury. And Kachita, do you need to go potty? 1 sec. Baby, you're not gonna go potty in here. Come on. Good babies. Yes. Go play outside. I'll be right out there to play with you. Come on. Come on, Cheeto. I'll let you in when you're ready. You go pee out there. Good boy, baby. If you want to go outside, let me know. Okay. Sorry about that. Cheeto is a little older, or Kachita, and I don't want her peeing in here. And so, anytime she's sniffing around, gotta let her out just in case. Gotta get her some diapers, but she is so small, like, she's small. It is hard to find diapers that fit her. Okay. Main energy, 5 of swords reverse, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 7 of coins and Knight of wands. So that's what I was trying to explain. So this is speaking of any sort of impulsivity when it comes to sowing your seeds. What I mean by that, it is important to take this opportunity by the balls. I'm going to say it, period, point blank. Take the opportunity by the balls. Come in like this Knight of Wands at this opportunity. Because it's definitely for you. If you were to let go of this opportunity, you would live in a lot of regret. Okay, I'll let you out. One sec, guys. It's also saying, like, do your best not to run away just due to fear. You know, I feel like you do have this Knight of Wands energy in which, like, you know, it's time to kick your booty into high gear and to take action toward these seeds that you have sown. It is time to pack your bags and go. It is time to see the world. It is time to protect your sanctuary and the treasures within it. It is time to realize that you are this king of coins, this queen of coins. That you have all the protection you need right here. We have that gator spirit back. And she has the treasure chest behind her. He's just, you know, wearing a ton of jewels and stuff. And then with the Emperor energy, it's important to remember that you do have what it takes to take action towards these goals, and that you're not just, you know, going towards the situation in which, you know, you are undeserving, in which, you know, you do not know how to handle, because you will know exactly how to handle yourself. With the Page of Coins in reverse, like, that's the only, like, real, like, outside vibes we're getting. Like, other people's energy, Page of Coins in reverse. They get to see you celebrate. They get to hang around and watch while you celebrate. Okay? And they're not happy about it. They're not. I mean, there's some fucking snakes, but the year of the wooden snake is over, bitches. They're gonna talk about it, of course, but they get to watch you get this 10 of Pentacles. Are you going to allow yourself to get this 10 of Pentacles? Or would you prefer to stay in the 9 of Pentacles? I just dropped the Hangman. But the Hangman is in reverse now. And I feel like if you were to let go of this opportunity, that would essentially just be putting yourself into this situation of martyrdom that you really don't need. And that would just be more fuel to the fire of those who are watching you with mal de ojo and greed. I feel like you're really getting a lot right now, and I want to remind you that, like, you know, you do deserve this. You know, I feel like with the Queen of Cups, y'all are doing, you know, the inner work, the outer work. You're doing your best to ensure that your inner world and your outer world are balanced enough to even harness this sort of situation. And you're no longer, you know, fighting this internal battle. You're no longer, you know, feeling like it's like, you know, us against the world or anything like that. You realize the universe, it wants to work with you. And kind of going back to like that whole like hunting thing, whatever you take from the land, as long as you give it back, the land will always provide for you. Always. Always, always. I would hear that frequently on the show Alone. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's on Netflix. Good babies going potty out there. But it's on Netflix and it's fucking insane. It's these people who go out into like the Arctic tundra wilderness. And I believe it's like on the border of Canada or maybe like within Canada, but like the coldest part of Canada or like bordering Antarctica. And these people, you know, they branch out. Each one of them is alone and they try to survive as long as they can. And whoever survives, I think, gets like 50 grand. But like, it's like bushcraft to a whole other level. Like, oh my gosh, I personally, like, I would love to learn all of that. And I'd love to be able to say that I could do that. But holy crap, some of the stuff that these people were doing, I was just like, I don't know if that's for me, but a lot of you, that might be for you. And, you know, you may benefit from watching like more bushcraft, more hunting videos, shows such as Alone. What was another one? I think it was called Outlast. And I think it was the first season. And like, they were competing against each other, but like at the same time, they were allowed to like have like sectors and groups and cliques. And each of them clicked up. And of course, like, the toxic feminine energies found each other. And it was literally these two ladies who, one, reeled in a dude and started, like, you know, getting him to do their bidding. And two, they were able to, oh my gosh, they were able to, like, go to other camps and just, like, you know, they were so competitive that they were going to other camps and like trying to destroy other camps. And like they'd be confronted, like this guy was like, dude, you can't do this, like I feel like this is against the rules. And she's just like, you know, fucking with him. And oh, okay, 1 second, Biggie. And she's like, there ain't no law out here. And he's like, bitch, yes there is. Come on in. Good babies. I'm gonna take you out again. Enjoy the sun. Come here, Kichio. You can sit in my lap. But these ladies are like terrorizing these people. This dude confronts one of them and he's like, hey, like, I don't think you can do this. I think it's against the rules. And she's like, there ain't no law out here. And he's like, we're still in America. Yes, there is a law out here. So Outlast and Alone on Netflix. Crazy shows. Sweetheart, you're gonna have to stay with Mama. I don't trust you, little tiny. Little tiny. Go over. Pretty stinky little baby. No, stay down there. Stinker! Where's baby girl going? Are you looking for food, baby girl? I got food for you over here. Look. Come look. Come and eat. Come and eat. That's your food. That's your food, baby girl. Good girl. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, those shows are crazy. Like, I feel like you and your partner, again, are going to be in the lap of luxury, but not only that, like, it'll be protected and you'll be able to feel the protection. You'll be able to have that security within your new life. It's not going to, just like that person wanted, just burst into thin air and all of a sudden you're back to rags or whatever. Like, no. It's right around the corner and you have security. I feel like if this is like if you are getting a promotion, if you are moving up that corporate ladder, getting relocated by your work, if you are put in charge, if you are receiving a raise of some sort, I feel like the owner, that could also be represented by the Emperor, and at the very least, they're very impressed with you. Like, very impressed. Like, you are about to be churning this shit out. The Page of Pentacles has 3 pentacles. 3 of Pentacles can typically resemble working together. Being that that is in reverse, people are going to be able to see exactly how much you are turning out by yourself. How you can lead a whole team and just turn them out. And, revenue is just skyrocketing now. I feel like this higher up is very impressed with you. This CEO, this business owner, this angel investor, if you own your own business, they are very impressed with you. And they are going to do whatever it takes in order to keep you around. And if that means ensuring that, your partner is taken care of too, they're happy to do that. They are happy to do that as long as they still have you. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, bordering the Queen of Cups again, I feel like, again, that inner war, that inner battle, it's just dissipating. And you're getting over it. Any sort of outer war, like you're laying down your arms, good girl eating your food, baby. Good girl. Any outer wars, any competition that people are trying to bring your way, like, you are not there for the fuck shit. And it's like, yeah, you can stoop down to that level, and it's like, yeah, you were in that energy of, I wish a bitch would try. But that doesn't mean that you are gonna come off your rocker and stoop down to rock this person. Like, no. Y'all are growing up. Y'all are really growing up, and you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Others are seeing you for your potential and, for who you are at the core. Those who matter see it. Okay? Like, those who want to treat you some type of way, and, those who tried to bench you and put you to the wayside, those who treated you as a wallflower, like, none of that matters now. Because you're over it. You don't even have to deal with those people anymore if you don't want to. You get to choose how this life goes for you. This is your life. And, you're living it. You're not going to let anyone control you. I feel like a lot of you could, be curious about taking to the World Wide Web. I often get that, like either Seven of Cups or the world, I feel can relate to the interwebs. But I feel like y'all could be taking toward the World Wide Web, the internet, to share your journey and to try and create inspiration for others and to show them that sometimes a little faith goes a long way. A little faith in yourself, and it doesn't matter how many times you've had to start over. I'm getting some of you had to start over at least 7 times. It doesn't matter. And it feels like each of those seeds had to get unearthed. And yeah, it hurt. It hurt in the moment, but now those seeds don't matter. This seed matters. That Ace of Cups, that Ace of Pentacles. And while you're doing the damn thing, this was behind that. The 9 of Coins in reverse. While you're doing the damn thing, these motherfuckers can just sit by and watch. They can get their popcorn and they can watch you do your thing. And if they're upsetty, sketty about it, that might also be why we got the world with the World Wide Web idea. They may be seeing like on the internet rather than like, or maybe even like communication, like through like social media websites, blah, blah, blah. But I'm getting that they are like receiving the news that way, not directly from you. And now they get to watch and, they chose to seed greed and they get to deal with that. You're in your 3 of Cups. Oops. Let's go ahead and put these back and get some more cards. I really like that we have both the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins out here. Like, I feel like y'all just, even if you don't consider yourselves being in the lap of luxury, like it feels that way. Like y'all have this opulent aura about you, and it feels like you could definitely, if you wanted to, teach others how to succeed. Otherwise, I'm getting that y'all are down to maybe just kind of take a break and focus your energy where it's needed. Eventually, you'll pop back out and, give it to others and all of that, but I feel like that was a little message. Good girl, Cheeto. Do you need to go potty? You gotta go potty now? You gotta go poo-poos? Okay, what's that? Come on. Come on, Cheeto. Go poo-poo. Time to go poo-poo. Good girl. Don't worry. You'll be safe. Lulu's out there with you. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, Cheeto is a little older. She has finished eating. I'd rather her go potty out there. Yeah. Good girl, Lulu. Okay. I feel like y'all could feel a little scatterbrained, especially since I had channeled 717 and 1717 and we have that Neptune energy. You may be feeling really scatterbrained. You may, be misplacing things. You could be forgetting things that could be really important. Like, for instance, maybe you stayed at an Airbnb and maybe you forgot your phone. Or maybe you forgot like something else, like maybe you forgot your laptop, or maybe, you know, you needed to bring something in for work or school. Mind your P's and Q's. Remember that right now, Ish is just going to be a little weird. It feels like the energy of that song Heat Waves. Ish is going to be weird. Your energy is going to be in a tizzy. It's going to be hard to formulate exactly what you want to say, and you're more susceptible to saying things that you could regret rather than saying something that could impact in a positive light, if that makes sense, if you're getting into disagreements and arguments. So be careful and try to just steer clear of those and table those for now until this week subsides. It's full moon. Emotions are everywhere. Okay. Oh, you're a badass. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. Let's go ahead and get into it. What do the divine want us to know? What do the divine want us to know? We cut the deck at 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords. I know that y'all have a lot of fear when it comes to this new beginning, but I promise it's going to be okay. The Chariot. May I get some more main energy, please? The Hierophant. The Seven of Cups. Oops, and what else? The Ten of Wands. Those were coupled, so we're gonna leave them coupled. Let me get one more. Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Swords. You are definitely taking some time out to heal right now. And that is importante. Because not only are you carrying, you know, the emotional load of, you know, just yourself, but I feel like you are carrying the emotional labor for many others. Like maybe you also have a channel in which you speak to the collective. Maybe you are a role model of some sort. I feel like you are definitely online, especially since the Seven of Cups was out here and the Ten of Wands. They came out together. I want one more. Let's get encapsulated energy. Three of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse. For overall energy, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. So let me see if I can leave those as a fan, actually. I think I'll leave them as a fan, so it's not a pain in my butt. And then this one, Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, and Justice. Oh, then what's this back here? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Someone was definitely trying to hold you back from your justice. Okay, like, they're trying to hold you back from you going from the rags to riches, from you actually receiving a life that you deserve, that you have been working hard toward. And we definitely get that with the Nine of Pentacles. You are working really hard toward your 10 of Pentacles. And right now you're at the 9 of Pentacles. You are almost there. It is literally right around the corner, and divine timing is at play. And whether it is a home, whether it is this promotion, whether it is, you know, this relocation, this advance, or this raise, okay, like this new job opportunity, divine timing is at play, okay, because there is a lot of negative energy and competitive energy being sent your way. And though it might not, you know, fully reach you, though it may not fully reach you with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like it can plant seeds of doubt. And it can make you doubt yourself. And it can make you lose out on opportunities because you feel that you are undeserving. Because you feel that someone else could do this better than me. And that's exactly how they want you to feel. They want you to feel incredibly insecure. Nonetheless, I feel like, you know, if you do surrender to the divine and allow, you know, the wheel to turn in your favor, if you allow justice to come in for you, that confidence will come back. Like, I feel like when you're not around these negative energies, I feel like you do feel refreshed and, you know, really calm and tranquil and peaceful for the most part. And you do, you know, pour into yourself quite a bit. And I feel like with that, a lot of others, again, like with the Queen of Swords in reverse and, you know, the Five of Wands, because you pour into yourself with the Ace of Cups in reverse, because you are giving yourself what you deserve, not only are they jealous of that aspect, but, you know, they're going to talk shit and they feel like you're essentially selfish for deciding to just pour into yourself now. That's on them. I feel like this has been a really confusing time for you. And again, a time that, you know, has brought in a lot of hurt, but you are definitely healing. Take this little time to relax and to heal these wounds that these people decided to create. You no longer have to carry their baggage, and you've had options. You have options. You've always had options. You did not have to carry all this, and you still very well can choose to take on your justice and to drop those wands and to tell them, hey bitch, come get your wands. Going back to the whole bitch come get your wands to the tune of Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. Bitch don't kill my, bitch come get your wands. Bitch come get your wands. Like, they can come get their wands. Then they can fuck right off. Y'all, you're about to have money, success, happiness, love, contentment. Of course, there'll still be snakes in the garden, but you know how to weed those out. Of course, you should be mindful of your own power. Of course, you should still do the inner work and the outer work. You're going to have beauty, infamy, or even, you know, fame, depending on whichever you choose. If I know a lot of people here don't want fame, but I feel like you're just destined for it. And, you know, to these people who want to come at you, it's infamy. But to me, it feels like you are just going to be really successful and you're going to find fame in that. And you are essentially carving out a new path. And, you know, that whole let my mama tell it, bitch, I ain't living right. Like, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? If you're happy, if it's working for you, if you're not hurting anybody, that's the important part. with the chariot, y'all, it's coming in swiftly. It's ready. You're ready. Some of you might even be getting a bike. I don't know. I'm seeing dirt bikes. You might even like be able to like build a dirt bike track, but or like go on like long fucking like road trips on your Harley or some shit. But what you want is coming in. It's on its way. You are going to heal from this heartbreak. You are going to be able to celebrate. This is Three of Cups again, y'all. Seven of Swords in reverse. Like, you are strategizing towards your Three of Cups, towards this celebration. You are right around the corner from it. And then the other overall energy, again, Knight of Cups in reverse. What is that behind it? The Empress? The Empress. We had the Emperor earlier. The Emperor and the Empress. That is you and your partner. The Knight of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Justice, and the Four of Pentacles. Those who tried to... Oh, and what's behind the Empress? The Fool and the Two of Swords. Those who tried to stop you from taking this leap toward your new beginning. Those who tried to plant seeds of doubt so that you would be indecisive and not take action. Let them see you in this Empress energy. Let them, you know, if they are watching online, let them see you go from rags to riches. That whole Over Now scenario from Post Malone, the whole, I'm gonna pull up in a Bentley with a fucking 100,000 in my pocket. I'm gonna pull up, slam the door, and stunt on everybody and watch, or on everybody watching, and help another bitch out the whip, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like it, just to show you that it's over. It don't matter what you gotta say about it. I'm gonna put that bitch pussy, and he's talking about himself, not anybody else. I'm gonna put that bitch pussy in my fucking body bag, so you know I'm never, ever, ever coming back. Got your heart on the counter in a Prada bag. I used to never, ever want to see the light of day. Yeah, I was an idiot, crying on my knees and begging on my knees on the floor. Now, I don't even want you anymore. It's over now. And that could be, you know, to anyone. It could be family, fucking romantic partners, platonic, put it where it fits. But you're over it. You're over this energy. And as soon as you depart, the wheel's turning. The wheel is turning. And they get to run on the wheel just like they wanted you to. Well, you get to enjoy. You are getting your justice. The Rod in reverse, number 30. The Rod near predicts family quarrels, distant pecuniary loss. I feel like this could be family. I feel like they really, like, those who feel you don't deserve, like, what you're getting, they really want to see it just swiped up from under you. They want the rug pulled up from under you. However, we also have number 5. The Tree. Good health, near flowers, fulfillment of the highest hopes. That's for you. That is for you. Number 5. Number 8, the Scythe. You are cutting cords. You are deading shit that you are done with. Number 8, the Scythe, and it's upright. The Scythe presages disappointment, and when near the coffin, early death. You are deading and goning the shit that just does not add to your highest hopes and fulfillment. Like, you're over it. Okay. We have this, number 26, the park in reverse. The park foretells a new love when near, if distant, false friends. False family, false friends, false people. These could even be friends that you consider family. Put it where it fits. This is in reverse, number 52, the shepherd. The shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. Again, they see your lust for life and your love for life, and they're like, who the fuck do they think they are? Like, why do they think they deserve that? Like, they think their shit doesn't stink. But at the same time, it's like, you know, these people, they were supposed to be your mentors, your caregivers, and they did not instill that sense of safety within those relationships, and they didn't actually act as mentors and caregivers. I feel like, you know, a lot of you have had to reparent yourself. A lot of you were parentified. A lot of you did all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the everything, the gardening, the weeding, the everything, taking care of everybody, adopting everybody, everything. Number 4, the key. The key nearby is a certain augury of success, but if surrounded by unlucky cards, the prognostication is illness. Number 25, this is in reverse. The clouds. The clouds with the dark side toward the person indicates divorce, and with the bright side toward the person ensures domestic happiness. I feel like y'all have figured out the key to success, and it's not necessarily, you know, a one-size-fits-all. You figured out how you could become successful, and you're figuring out how you can help others become successful. However, when I say it's not a one-size-fits-all, it's because there are some people who, again, legit just think that you're just not doing things the right way. Let my mama tell it, bitch. I ain't living right. Who the fuck cares? People do shit different. Like, we have the bright clouds toward the key. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. I just heard that. Like, I feel like y'all have just been clouded in this heavy smog when dealing with these people, this cloudy energy. And it was hard for you to see clearly. Anything that looked like success, they'd be like, no, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? You can't do that. Why would you do that? Fuck those people. Okay, and for our overall energy, number 34, the star, and that's you. The star indicates success in all enterprises when near, when very distant, some unlucky events. Also, you guys, you know, we have the prognostication of illness, and I didn't want to necessarily just drop that because I do feel like y'all, again, are having ascension symptoms. So please take care of yourself and continue pouring into yourself. We also have number 49, the eye, and that is in reverse. Mal de ojo. Evil eye. The eye, when near, denotes great interest taken by friends. When distant, it signifies suspicion. I feel like that's self-explanatory. They're watching you. We had the Page of Pentacles out here. They're watching you, and they're able to see what you're doing, and they're just talking shit about it, and they think what you're doing isn't right. They think that, especially if you've estranged yourself from them, they're like, oh, how could anyone estrange themselves from their mother or their father or their grandma or their grandpa? Like, dude, like, if you treated people better, they probably wouldn't be estranging themselves from you. And I feel like when it comes to estrangement, those who are, you know, confused about it, about why people have estranged themselves from them, I feel like they're not really confused about it. And oftentimes if you talk to them, they will like state like, oh, well, You know, they're estranged because of this and this and this and this. And then they'll immediately like go back to, I don't know why blah 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 doesn't talk to me. Oh, I don't know why blah 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 doesn't talk to me. I did do this and that and this, but they should still be talking to me. No, dude. No, no, no. No. You are estranged for a reason. I feel like y'all are cutting cords and you're being rewarded. You're getting your justice. And it's been a long time coming. And this energy that these people are in, and all of the nasty, murky energy that they want to bring you, you are doing a great job neutralizing it. But that doesn't mean you need to stick around and keep neutralizing it. You can leave. And I feel like a lot of you are choosing to. Let my mama tell it, bitch. I ain't living right. I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. Y'all are some bad bitches. Y'all are some bad bitches. Okay, let's go ahead and close this. I'm gonna put my cards back. I wanna go play with my babies outside. Go take a dab. Go relax because like my throat, like it has not enjoyed this session. Not only that, maybe I'll take a nap or something. Take a drink. I want to enjoy my time here too. Go play with the babies. Alright, I will now close and exit this reading. Thank you for illuminating the path and for not retreating. Our session has now come to an end, and this advice I shall not bend. Please be safe on your path and keep me safe in the aftermath. Blessed be. And so it'll be like that sometimes. Alright, y'all. So, it's all coming in. You see it, I see it, the divine sees it, everyone sees it. You can't lie to yourself about it anymore. It's coming in. If you choose to take it, cool. If not, it'll just be another missed opportunity. Opportunity obviously will knock again, but it's not going to be the same exact opportunity, and I feel like you will be left with a lot of what ifs if you do not take this. Like, this is huge. Alright, I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon. Be gentle on yourself, please, and be gentle on others as you are going through this transition, as I know it's not easy. Yeah. I've been having trouble speaking today, like, I'm sure y'all are too, and you know, the throat chakra, like, maybe, like, kind of, like, look into that. Maybe that's just me projecting, but throat chakra shit. Anyway, sacral chakra shit. For the throat chakra, it's blue, so carry blue stones, like, lapis lazuli, sodalite, aqua ore, etc. Sacral chakra, carry yellow stones, golden stones. We talked about lemon chrysoprase, citron chrysoprase specifically. Get some golden tiger's eye too, but use those. Get those and use them. Have them on your person, meditate with them. You will see a difference, I promise you. Okay, I love you. See you soon, bye.